Arthur's point of view. Wine groaned as her head hit the wall behind. The medical kit fell on the floor with a thud. Her vision met with those crazy dark eyes that were still twinkling in the madness. His hands were pinning her down. Wine, what is this behavior? Leave me. She struggled hard but couldn't move him an inch. He leaned closer and her eyes widened before she jerked her face away. You called me crazy, don't you? Then let me show you how crazy I am. He huskily whispered in her ear while she felt goosebumps in a bad way, finding him this much near her. Her tears started to drip down her eyes as she felt helpless again in front of him. She started to sob as bad memories hit her back. No matter how much she consoled herself saying she's strong, she is still scared of him, but we had no effect. He was blinded with fury. What happened? Cat caught your tongue. He gritted his teeth, his nose tip touching her cheek. His eyes moved to her trembling lips and stayed there. He knew his actions were meaningless, his words were meaningless, because he himself doesn't know what got into him, but surely one thing, he couldn't stop. V. Look into my eyes when I'm talking to you, in a video ignoring shit. His grip tightened, making her wince. Fine. Taehyung, she whispered with trembling lips, and V froze. Ryan, leave me, he's hurt. She begged the man she hated the most, as Taehyung mattered the most at the moment, not for his comfort but for her own as well. She wanted to run back to him and hide herself in his embrace, where even the shadows of the monster don't reach near her. Jungkook, not again. Jungkook groaned as he reached there, pulling him back, but this time he didn't need to use much force as V's body was already loosened. He dragged him a bit far. Wine quickly bent down, picking the first aid kit, and made a run out of there, not sparing him even a glance. We looked down before again looking at her way. His expression was unreadable. Jungkook jerked him away. Jungkook, wow, you were here but didn't help me. We raised his head and found Jimin, whom Jungkook just taunted. He was standing silently, gawking at him as he saw him for the first time. No anger, no frustration, but with just a look of pity. Jimin, I wish you knew, Jimin uttered before turning his back, leaving them alone in the hallway. Jungkook looked at V, who was silent. Jungkook, what was all that for? Just because she refused to come? He sighed. I know I have no right to judge you or stop you, but that was not the right moment. Now, how will you go out and explain your condition? We walked away without glancing at him. Jungkook, yeah, don't create another scene, Jungkook shouted from behind. Time skip. Wine looked beside her and found Taehyung soundly sleeping. Only she knew how hard it was to calm him down and he was panicking. She turned to look at him as his words from earlier hit. Hyung never kept his promise. He was mumbling again and again when she was aiding him. What promise? She wondered but didn't ask. Him not at that moment at least. She gently stroked his hair and being a very light sleeper, he opened his eyes. Wine, come here. She pulled him closer, putting his head on her chest and patted his back, helping him to sleep. He grabbed her waist from both of his hands, snuggling in her warmth. She kept patting his back gently, but her mind was a mess. Why? Why did Kim Taeyong hit Tae when she was the one who refused his commands? It was not the first time she had witnessed him being violent. He has zero anger management. She pushed her head back on the pillow carefully, not wanting to disturb her husband's sleep. This is Fine's past memories, so from now she will lead you. So don't get confused when you don't find the narrator. A 17-year-old Vine was sitting outside the ICU. She was in her school uniform. Her tears dried away long ago, but her body was still shaking from the horrendous news she discovered. Her parents, who were returning back to their house, got into a very bad accident. Her mother died on the spot, along the cab driver, while her father was struggling for his life inside. She felt someone grabbing her head and putting on their shoulder. It was her grandfather. She doesn't know what the future holds for her now, as she was so happy in the morning, but it's just the mid of the day and her life had already been upside down. She doesn't know how she will tell her father about her mother. The doctor has already said there are fewer chance of survival. She doesn't want anything, just her father. Alright, they will manage everything together once he gets well. 3 days later, when her father got his consciousness back, she saw him dying slowly as he discovered the news of her mother. Nobody told him as what doctors advised for his better health, but her father already made a guess as the accident was brutal and he was conscious when he was brought to the hospital in emergency. His health got worsened until he died too, leaving his young, devastated daughter behind. The world for her then and there. She started living with her grandparents. Her once always cheerful mood was replaced with depression. Her grandparents noticed it and tried their best to bring her out of the zone. They got her admission in a new school. Wayan, her grandmother called her. She walked to her and saw her carrying a tiffin. Grandmother, go and give this to Hosa. He loves this. She opened the tiffin and found kimchi fried rice. Grandmother, why are you still here? Go, otherwise he will be late. Wine nodded, walking out of the house. Hosak was a neighbor and was studying in university. He was a sweet guy with a calm nature. Wine was in her class. She packed her stuff as the bell rang. It's been 6 months and she was still recovering. Sometimes she fakes herself to be happy in front of her grandparents so they don't get stressed. They already did enough. She walked to her locker, opening but flinched as suddenly a hand came from behind, shutting it hard. She turned back on to find the school bully, Byung-ho. Byung-ho, so you are the one who told the teacher I didn't submit my project? Yes, she did. She was asked to collect the project of chemistry as the class president was absent and she was sitting in the first row. Wine, I said whatever I was asked. She spoke and tried to move when he put his hand on the locker, trapping her. She got scared. He was known for his cruelty, like there was a rumor that he broke the hand of a girl who complained about him. Wine never wanted his enmity. Wine, move away, I'll scream. She warned him through her feeble voice. Byung-ho, oh, so you know how to scream. His expression turned into smug. His friend who was standing beside her started laughing and she felt embarrassed and scared. She looked around for help. The hallway was almost empty. Only a few students were there, but no one helped her. Most of them were afraid of the school's rich, spoiled brat, and the left ones were minding their own business. Byung-ho, then scream, I want to hear you. He leaned closer and she closed her eyes tightly and then suddenly. She opened her eyes when she heard a groan and then another. Before she could understand, someone grabbed her wrist, running away from there. They both hugged when they reached the entrance of a school. Wine turned only to find a girl from her class. What was her name? Mish? No. Minshu? No, no. Mishu. Yes, her name was Mishu. Wine. Thank Mishu. Did you want him to touch you, huh? Mishu spoke in disbelief after regaining her breath. Wine. No, no. Wine shook her head. Mishu, then why didn't you protest? She opened her bag to fetch the water bottle out. Wine, because I'm not brave like you. Mishu coughed and Wine immediately took the bottle from her hand, patting her back. Mishu, me, and brave. Mishu laughed and Wine got confused. Mishu, don't we study in the same class? Don't you know me? I'm the one they order around all the time. Mishu offered her water bottle, which Wine refused. Wine, but at least you are courageous. They started walking to the bus stop. Mishu, no, I'm not. I don't take the matter in my hand until I feel it's necessary. They got power, they can do anything, even frame us with their deeds. So I tolerate until it comes to my dignity. Wine, but this time it was me, and you helped me. Mishu, yeah, you talk a lot. Wine smiled genuinely with her tone. She found herself talking this much after a very long time. Wine, thank you. She spoke gently with gratitude. Mishu, don't thank me, just help me tomorrow when they come after me. Wine nodded with a smile. Wine, what did you actually do? I couldn't see as my eyes were closed. Mishu fetched out a pepper spray and Wine's eyes widened. Wine, you carry a pepper spray? Mishu, yep. She spoke, putting it back into her bag. They both didn't realize when they reached the bus station, their talking session didn't stop. Wine felt peace talking to her. It was the beginning of a strong friendship. Wine tied her shoelace, her bag hanging on one side. Usually people get up late on the first day of their university, but Wine, she couldn't sleep the whole night due to excitement. Grandfather, Wine, come here. She heard her grandfather. He was sitting on a chair. His health has dropped these days and he was on medicine. Grandfather, I heard the university you have chosen for yourself is notorious for bad guys. She listened to him with curiosity. Grandfather, so if someone tries to bully you, you just twist his hand like this. Wine. Wine winced as he twisted her hand. Her grandmother came up, almost running outside. Grandmother, oh, you scared me. She put her hand on her chest. Wine, see, Dadu twisted my hand without any warning. How's it hurting? She spoke dramatically as it wasn't hurting that bad. Grandfather, okay, now don't overreact. She hugged at his grandfather's words and then smiled and kissed his cheek, running away from them, laughing. Have a great first day at university. Her grandparents urged, finding her smiling like old days. Grandfather, may no one's evil eyes fall on Mayan's happiness. Her grandfather spoke, looking at her disappearing figure. Wine just came out of her locality when a bike stopped in front of her. The guy pulled his helmet up. What's up? First day? She nodded. All the best. Wine, thank you, Hosaka, Oppa. She reached her university, new life, new dreams, new world. Everything was new. She spotted a figure who was dialing a number on the phone. Mishu, phew. Wine laughed loudly as Mishu jumped on her place, startled. Mishu shook her head. Mishu, you are 8 minutes late. She crossed her arms at chest. Wine, okay, Miss Vanchual. I admit I got late. Now can we go inside? I'm so excited. They entered the university and took a tour. Wine's eyes moved from the one direction to another, everyone dressed in stylish clothes. Wine, Mishu, everyone is so rich here. She spoke, looking around happily until she noticed the university's huge garden. Wine almost jumped in excitement, dragging Mishu with her. Wine, this is going to be my favorite place of university, an escape after a boring long classes. Mishu smiled as well, looking at her happy best friend. Mishu, now let's find our class, shall we? Wine nodded at her words. Grandfather, how was your first day at university? They all sat for dinner. Wine, it was nice. The university is huge and has good professors. I really enjoyed my first day. Wine smiled, having her kimchi stew. Grandfather, did someone bother you? Wine, can someone bother me? She laughed lightly. I'm not that old wine anymore. I will break the jaw of the ladder if needed. Grandfather, that's my girl. Her dadu spoke proudly and they continued their talking while having dinner. Time skip. Wine groaned when her cell phone buzzed. She was sleeping as she had fever today, that too a terrible one. She looked at the caller ID and it was Mishu. Mishu, how's your health? She heard her speaking from the other side. Wine, I'm fine now. You say, how was your day without me? Wine sat, leaning her back on the pillow. Mishu, that's why I called you. Listen, something happened today and you won't believe what I saw. Wine, what? Wine spoke in her sleepy voice. Mishu, you know there is a group of boys and they are totally injurious to health, I swear. Wine, yeah. Can't you tell me in simple language? Why did this smoking advertisement come in the middle suddenly? Mishu huffed from other side. Mishu, okay, listen. After classes, I saw. Mishu's mother. Mishu, dinner is ready. Wine heard her mother calling her for dinner. Wine, huh, now go and eat peacefully after disturbing my sleep for your smoking advertisement. She huffed. Mishu, good night and take care of your health. I'll tell you tomorrow at university. She disconnected the call and Wine sighed. Wine, what does she want to say this desperately? Let's wait for tomorrow. Wine, now tell me what were you saying last night? They both packed their stuff as the professor walked out of the class. Mishu, I was saying yesterday when you were absent, they walked out of the class. There was a group of boys, probably they don't share any subject with us. Wine, what's happening? The students were standing outside the class near the hallway looking at something or someone. Wine peeked and found a guy bending on his knees and someone standing in front of him. She was processing when slap. A loud sound echoed. Many of them gasped. One wine covered her mouth. The guy's spectacles fell on the floor. That guy grabbed his hair tightly, making him itch. Wine's eyes widened. Is this ragging? Are they seniors? Wine, Mishu this? Ryan turned to her. Mishi nodded her head. Mishu, he's the guy I was talking about, Ryan. He is V. To be continued.